right, looks like I am live. I showed up, thankfully. All right. So, what's up? There goes OBS link. Oh, sweet. So it's going to do this to me right at the beginning of the stream. That makes sense. All right, 1 second. Let me get us back online here. We should be. Disable and game capture. This should do it. Okay. I will unplug. Oh, hey, there we are. Whoops. All right. It came back online right as I unplugged it. Okay. I will catch up on chat. Fitz, what's up? Matt Murdoch. Perp Murdoch, what up? Axe Patel. Bryn, how are you, man? Dreaming, of course. Jolly Holiday with Mary. That's my wife's YouTube channel. You guys should check it out if you're interested in like Disney stuff. She does vlogs and stuff like that. She's adorable. So if you want to check that out, that would be a good idea for you. The Wood. Just finished God of War. Nice, dude. Nice. So the fourth one you mean? Dan Purr, what up? Excited to see this R2 mag post buff. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wait for the buff. It seems like it's such a long time from now. It's basically 7 weeks from now. But I don't know, man. The next couple months should be awesome. So we got the NBA restart happening at the end of this month. That's only 24 days from now. Is that right? Oh my god. And then of course in August we have got a bunch of goodness from MCOC, including Magneto buff. Very excited about that. Marco, what's up? Mary Taters, holy shit. There are 2 of them in here. So Jolly Holiday with Mary and Mary Taters. And Dreaming again. Okay, so I do want to give it a few more minutes. Let some people get in here. I know that everybody is dying to see these new cards. We might not get more than 20 viewers tonight, unless I change the title of the stream, but I'm not gonna. The people who really want to see it, they'll pop in for sure. But I want to give them a couple more minutes. In the meantime, let's see if we can do some busy work. What's up, Ronan? How you doing, man? All right, let me see if I can clear some AQ stuff real quick. Get a couple people to pop in. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about using that energy. Let's see if there's anything up here I can do. Liza portaled. There's nothing going on. We'll check in at the end of the stream. Oh, what's up, Liza? Oh, yes, you had to switch to your moderator account? Nice, good thinking. Apu, what up, man? Apu or Apu? The second P makes me think it's Apu. Oh, you missed the July deals? Me too, man. Me too. They milked me super dry, but they also did me really good. So I was very fortunate. With my opening, a lot of people had some good luck, and then of course there are some people that got shafted royally, but I don't know. It happens, man. I don't know. It happens. Also, I was watching a Painting Man Pete video, and I really liked how he had his webcam screen up here. I just thought that was just better. So I copied him. And I'm going to leave it here unless you tell me that it's terrible and your name is not Dreaming. Young Boo, what up? Schlerim, what up? Yeah, what up, Manny? You come to see the cards? Dude, I'm so excited to share them. Because I know that people that are in this stream probably actually care about them. and I care way too much about them. Way too much. It's probably the time that I've spent making them, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, Pop It Off. What up, man? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We want Craven the Hunter in the game. Oh yeah, he'll make his way into the game eventually for sure. I mean, there's no way he doesn't. Supermovic, what up, man? Oh, I do. I do know what you pulled, man. You were one of the few people that I saw that had a rough time. All right, I'm gonna use some basic quest energy here, just because that's what the community demands. What up, Brett? And then what time is it? It is 8:45 at 8:50. So in 5 to 5.5 minutes, I'm gonna start going through the new card designs, and I'll kind of talk to you guys about some of the good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, as one great Forlokian said, you are so weird. So that Forlokian is called Yusafa, and he said that after sending numerous PMs to me about the designs that he helped conceive, which I thought was particularly hilarious. He was super, super pumped about it, and yeah. So I can't wait to show you the season cards. Those are the ones that every member is gonna get at the end of the season, and that's what he helped design. I'll get into that. We'll get into that here within the next 10 minutes. What up, Pen? Popping in to see the cards. Let me see here. Oh, okay. So Dreamin's trolling Lizer, saying that these cards were made for Lizer, the quote-unquote good teammate, but is a scrub card. That's not the intent. So there are people in Forloki that that are never going to get as many fights as some of the higher volume guys like Bemanian, Dreamin, and Bryn. Those guys are going to get a lot of fights naturally. But there are some players that are really, really good, and they're never going to get enough fights to compete, quote unquote, for the power ratings title, and probably not the weekly card or the per war cards either, the silver and gold cards. And yeah, I thought it would be fun to give them something that they could aim towards, like even if they knew that they're probably gonna get 40 to 50 fights this season, which is not gonna be enough to get a top 5 card or anything like that. So don't forget the disclaimer. Was that meant for somebody else? Pulled a 6-star Nick Fury yesterday. Super stoked. Also have a 1-2 skill gem. My first ever usable 6-star. Holy crap. I mean, he's by far the best 6-star skill champ in the game. It's not even close. In fact, there's a huge drop-off after him. This has kind of been a topic of discussion in the Forloki War Chat, which is just like our main members-only chat, so there are only 30 of us in there. Specifically, like, is Aegon a viable 6-star? And I personally don't think that he is, because unless you can take him to rank 3 Sig 200 or rank 2 Sig 200, and you have yet to finish Act 6 and or Abyss. If you haven't finished Act 6 and or Abyss, and through the deals you were able to get him duped and take him up to Sig 200, then yeah, he's going to be great. But a lot of us already have the 5-star version at 565, Max Sig, and have completed Act 6 and Abyss of Legends. And if that's the case, man, there's really no use for Aegon. Not even, what's it called? Book 2, aka Act 7. Also, I've been toying around with Silver Surfer, by the way, and I like him quite a bit. He's still not good, but I do like him quite a bit. Let me end this fight. Oh, wait, I didn't finish my thought. Well, yeah, anyway, so Nick Fury. Back to Nick Fury. Best skill champ in the game at the 6-star rarity. And Dreamin' and I both ranked our 6-star Nick Fury to rank 2 unawakened. And then we were able to awaken him shortly thereafter. I believe Dreamin' pulled him, duped him naturally from a 6-star crystal or a cav or something crazy. And I pulled a skill gem and a skill T5CC from Act 6 completion right after I ranked him up. So maybe that's the ticket, man. Try it. Bruce, what up, man? You the man. Keep up the great content. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. William Linda's in here. So is it basically a card participation trophy? Not, I mean, you could call it that, and you wouldn't necessarily be wrong. It's not like a backhanded compliment type of card. Everybody in the alliance that contributes to our success throughout a season, like, it's hard to be in competition for top 3 season after season after season. Everybody that's in the alliance that's contributed to help us win, anybody that's taken a war fight basically in the season has helped us win, and they deserve a card, even if they're not going to get as many fights as some of the other guys. So it is $850. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. I'm pretty excited to show you. I'm also going to show you guys the Season 18 cards for comparison, side by side. And in looking at these, some of you are probably going to like the Season 18 card designs better, and that is totally fine. Now, if you guys want to provide some live feedback for me, that would also be totally fine. I would totally be into that, and I'm not opposed to making adjustments. But for the most part, I think that they look decent enough. So we will get into it. A-Rob is in here. What up, man? Okay, so here are the here's the season night. So I'm going to go silver and gold for the first ones. These are the cards that are handed out. Here's the season 18 card. These are the cards that are handed out after each war, and the silver card is going to be awarded to the player that has the second highest power rating from that war. So, for example, this was War 2 against Kenobi. Brett had the second highest power rating in the Alliance, so he got a silver card. And the Season 19 silver card, this is what we would consider a base set. Hold on, let me take the game out here real quick. There we go. All right, so the base set is just going to be the card for each war, and this is what the Season 19 silver card looks like. So there's a lot more silver in it. We took out the black. It makes it seem more metallic, I think. And it's kind of geometric in its shape. So obviously the Season 18 base set cards are very, I guess, kind of typical, for lack of a better term. You've got your standard curve at the top, everything symmetrical. And so I wanted to switch that up and make it non-symmetrical and more geometric, kind of futuristic. So Marco said that's way better. I wonder, are you talking about the Season 19 cards? Kind of hard to read the text. Yeah, so I mean on this screen, it might be a little bit difficult to read the text. I don't want them to be super huge or anything like that, but there'll be full resolution versions posted in 4Loki War Chat, and then I'll include a bigger version in the videos that I put out because I'm going to do the same thing with that. So, okay. What up, B. Daniels? Going over the card designs, man. Okay, so that is the silver stuff. All right, so obviously the gold, it's exactly the same design. It just goes to the player that finished with the highest power rating for that war. And again, I'm removing the kind of reddish black. And for Season 19, it's just going to be straight up gold. So that's what the Season 19 card looks like. Exactly the same design as the silver, it's just gold. Dreamin', I'm not planning on a good Season 19. What do you have planned for... for season 20, my next good season. For season 20, we're going to have some pretty cool stuff. So here's another thing. I don't know if you guys ever collected sports cards. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have collected, like Pokemon cards and stuff like that. And I did too for a little while, but I'm not really sure if Pokemon cards ever had like inserts. So, but basketball cards, that was kind of my big thing, my big obsession. And you would have your base set, which would be, the biggest volume of players would be included in that base set. Usually between 1 and 200 players would each have their own card, and the card design itself would be exactly the same. And then you would have rare insert cards. Those would be of a completely different design. A lot of times they would be labeled something like, this would be a base set. An insert might be, well, we'll get into some inserts. There are 2 inserts that we're going to have for season 19. But they would be a lot more rare. And if you got one, it would be more valuable than the base set cards, generally speaking. So Bushido, you wouldn't need to make the text bigger, just make the outline of the text darker. Okay, I see. Yeah, any kind of outline that's not right now. It's an embossed outline to give it a metallic stamp kind of look, like it was pressed into metal. So that's why adding some kind of outline to it would basically take away the metallic look. What's up, being Zenful? Michael? How do I get one of those cards? You gotta be in 4 Loki, man. Gotta be in 4 Loki. Okay, so let's get into our first insert. So the insert, we didn't do any inserts last season. At least they were part of like the base set or anything like that. But we did, we're doing 2 inserts this season. So the first insert is this one. It's called Paragons. And this is the card that Dreamer was talking about. So it's going to be a card that's given out. There are only going to be 6 of them given out or awarded out of all the members that we have in the Alliance throughout the season. And there's going to be 2 total for each battle group. One is going to be the first batch of 3, 1 for each battle group. So BG1 member, BG2 member, BG3 member, they're going to receive these after War 6, so at the midpoint of the season. And then the second batch is going to receive their Paragon card at the end of the season after War 12. Okay, so, Yusafa, what's up, man? Stick around, Yusafa, because we're going to highlight some of our discussions here. So, there are going to be 6 total cards. Now, here are the stipulations for the Paragons insert. No officer can receive a Paragons insert, and nobody that is currently in the top 8 in power ratings in 4 Loki is eligible to receive one of these cards at the point that the first and second batch are chosen. Now, they're going to be selected by each player's battle group officers. So BG1 officers, there are 3 of them. Gonzo, Clown, and FaZe. They're going to end up choosing who they think is the BG1 Paragon from Wars 1 through 6. And basically this award goes to the person that embodies the culture of 4 Loki and just the good teammate mentality, never complains about how many fights they're getting or having to change masters or anything. Just somebody that is happy to be part of 4 Loki and that really wants to do whatever they can for the team to help out the team. And even if they're not going to be highlighted with, with a lot of fights or anything like that. Okay, so that's that. I am skipping over quite a lot of chat here, but yeah. Okay, so the second insert, this one is called Templars. All right, and it's another cutout insert. The cutout just means that there's actual like lines cut out. So it's not like a rectangle. I was always a huge fan of the cutout insert basketball cards. They always looked so cool. So I wanted to do that with these inserts. So the Templars, these are going to be, there are only 3 of them. This is one of them. This is going to be the first one released. But they're going to go to 3 former officers, 1 from each battle group, BG1, BG2, and BG3. And they're going to be released after War 3, after War 6, and after War 9. So only 3 of them are going to be available. The first one is JDAM. These are foundational officers that really helped build the 4 Loki culture. And I think all of them were here towards the beginning of the season's mode when it was released. I think that they were here until like season 2, and then after season 2 they all retired. Maybe not at the same time, but well, one of them actually was not. But yeah, so this is the Templars card. One of my favorite cards. MW, what up, man? So now let's go to the member card or the season card or the participation card if you want. These are definitely my favorite cards of the new season. So this is what we did for last season's member card. Everybody in Alliance, there's actually 31 people that qualified for this, but they all got what was essentially a Ruby card. So exact same design as the base set, and it had a little, if you guys can see there in the 4 Loki emblem, it's got a little ruby gem inserted into the card. So I thought that was pretty cool. But for season 19, we're doing something different, and Yusafa helped a lot with this. So he had the idea. So I messaged him and I was like, hey man, I've been looking at military insignias, and I think that we could do something cool with that, you know, for the Alliance. And he was like, well, why don't you make each battle group kind of, you know, or why don't you base the design for each battle group's card on one of the primary sects or sectors of the military? And I know that there are quite a few, but so BG1, this is what BG1's card looks like. All right, and it's based on the military insignia. Now this is, I believe, a first sergeant insignia here. So one of the cool things that Yusafa thought would be cool to integrate was, see that diamond, that hollow diamond in the middle of the insignia on the left, incorporating that as a denotation of rank within the Alliance. So Clown is a BG1 officer, so he has that diamond. Any BG1 member is going to have this same card, but it won't have that diamond on it. And you know, I did my best to try to align the colors with the insignia, but the Army's colors are pretty ugly, so so that didn't work out. So we're going with the Miami Vice colors. That is going to be for BG1. And again, that's based on the Army insignia for a first sergeant. And then, so BG2 has my favorite design. And I wanted to take this for BG3 because I love it so much. But alas, it is based on the insignia for a high-ranking member of the Air Force. And Yusafa is a retired Air Force lieutenant. I can't remember exactly what rank, but they're like a shit ton of ranks. I had no idea until I started talking to him about it. But so again, you've got the on the insignia, you've got the 2 stars. One of them is a hollow star at the bottom, and then one of them is a star in the middle of that you know, kind of horizontal diamond shape. And in the card, you've got the same thing. So this is a super high-ranking insignia from the Air Force, and B. Manny is the leader of 4 Loki, so he's the only person that's going to have a star on his card, and then that star will go away for BG1 members, and then BG2 members will have a slightly different design. But this is definitely my favorite card. I love the colors; they look fucking amazing. And then Warlock's just, I mean, that's one of B. Manny's favorite characters. Warlock just looks crazy with that. The colors actually align with his eyes and stuff, and that was a total accident, but looks super fucking awesome. All right, and then BG3 is based on the Marines insignia. Now, the coolest thing about this, the thing that I love so much about this, is the fucking pineapple. So I don't know if that's actually a pineapple. I presume that it is, but if it's not, then I'm calling it a pineapple. But so there are a couple things that are actually kind of cool here. First of all, the colors, the Kansas City Chief colors, the red and the gold, they just look so good together. But also, what's funny is Dreamin', and has nothing. Dreamin' was not an influence on this design at all. It was just kind of a happy accident. But Dreamin's IGN, Dreamin' 34, is actually an homage or a reference to his favorite NBA player, Hakeem Olajuwon, Hakeem the Dream, who wore number 34. And these colors are kind of like Houston Rockets colors. So I thought that was pretty fitting. But this is a pretty high-ranking insignia in the Marines. I can't remember how high, but I know that B. Manny's card, of all the different sectors of the military, is the highest ranking insignia. And then there'll be officers. They'll have their own insignias with, for whatever, military personnel they're a part of. And then the members will also have one. So if you guys noticed, officers, their cards are going to say Colonel. And then B. Manny's says General. His is the only one that'll say General. And then the member cards are going to say, I believe, Corporal. So they'll say Corporal. So anyway, that's those. Pretty cool. And that's it. That's it. So let me get this one out of here. Hold on. All right, and then let me get the game back on here. And right there. Okay. So that's it. So what do you guys think? Lion Zedin, what up? Christian, what up? Kevin Poon, I think I already said hi to you, but I definitely saw you. Bushido, of course. Red Flamed. Mole 1082, what up, man? It's a sprouting potato. Oh man, it kind of does look like a sprouting potato. Maybe we'll go with that. Oh yeah, like a potato sprouting with fungus or fungi, perhaps. I want to make that my Zoom background. Hey, go ahead, B Manny. I will PM you a high-res version, and you can make that your background, man. So nobody's gonna actually get these cards. Hey, work. That's okay. Let me do a real quick rundown. All right, we're gonna start at the beginning again, just for work, because he loves this so much, and I'm so obsessed with this stuff that all it took was one person to reference it. All right, so work. I hope you're paying attention because I'm gonna go pretty quickly here. Hold on. All right. Season 18 base silver, base set silver card. Season 19 base set silver card. All right, Season 18 base set gold card. Season 19 base set gold card. What the? All right, hold on. There we go. I don't know why that turned out. Okay, and then we've got some inserts work. We've got the Paragons insert, which I posted in 4Loki News Chat. So the other thing about the insert cards, and all of these cards, the players are going to get to choose their favorite champ. So it does have to be an in-game champ, but they get to choose their favorite champ, and that champ will be used up, and then the next member is not able to choose that champ. So it'll be pretty fun. Everybody's going to have a unique-looking card. Here's the Templars set. Work. The Templars insert. And then the Season 18 member card. Everybody got this. And then the thing that we're doing different work this season is the member cards for each battle group are going to be slightly different based on a different department of the military. So BG1 is going to be Army, or it's just the design is based off of military insignia from a different sector of the military. So BG1 Army, BG2 Air Force, of course, because of Yusafa, who's in BG2. And then BG3, the Marines, because it has a fucking pineapple on it, which is awesome. Apu, so no troll champs. You can absolutely choose a troll champ. If there's somebody that wants a group card, they get a group card. Whatever they want. We are here to please the people, my man. The whole purpose of this, so like, obviously I get off on this stuff. That's for me to have to deal with and my wife. But the whole purpose of this is it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be engaging. We want people to feel like they're truly part of a unique community when they're in 4 Loki. And I think for the most part, we've been successful with that. People do tend to like 4 Loki. There are a couple people that it's just not a good fit. Like if you don't like dick jokes, it's just not going to be an enjoyable time for you. But for the most part, man, everybody, it fits a lot of people's goals. And we just want to make it fun, man. That's really what it's about. It's just about having fun. Oh, BG1 has the Miami Vice colors. Oh my God, those are so sick. So yeah, BG1's got the Miami Vice colors. BG2 has kind of the closest, just really cool blue with some light purple. And then BG3 with, I don't know what the, I don't know what the colors are. It's kind of Houston Rockets colors, but that wasn't really the inspiration or anything like that. So, all right. Let's go see if anybody has used their Energy Alliance quest. Nope. All right. We're at a standstill here. Hey, I'm on the East Coast, man. I have an excuse. I can't be using up my energy in Section 1 on shared stuff. So, all right. What are we going to do here? Let's see. I think I should be able to do some 6 stars. Hell yeah. There's my big Namor, who, by the way, guys, is up to Sig 194. I forgot that I had purchased the daily 6-star signature stone deal, and I think that's only been going on for like a week, so I've still got like 20 or so of those. So I just have to remember to not open a 6-star champ crystal until I have him at max 6. So 6 more days. If Sorry, I got distracted. Bryn said, "I'll move." Lags is a hoarder. Yeah, he is. And Lags stays up until like 8 a.m. So I don't understand. But I'm just teasing him. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So Namor's up to Sig 194. He's pretty awesome. I'm really enjoying playing with him. But let's do some arena. Let's get some units. We've got a grind coming up that. Oh man, that I don't have enough units for, but it needs to be done. Jeezy, what's up, man? Oregon dude, what up? Colonel Angus would be the Colonel card, please. Hold on, I just saw a comment. Oh, Kevin. So Kevin asked, who gets first pick for champs for the members? That's a great question, Kevin. So all of the base set cards, including the top 5, the Emerald class cards, which will be given out to the players with the top 5 power rating in the Alliance. I didn't show you those. Do you guys want to see those? And then there's also the Diamond card. I don't know if you guys saw any of the videos last season that I posted, but the last war of the season, I think, or the season recap video, I posted the Diamond card, which Dreamin earned for winning the power rating title. And we have greatly increased the size of the diamond in the Season 19 diamond card. Because you got to go big. Got to go big. So it's like massive. I don't know how much it would be worth if it was real, but it would be pretty sweet. But anyway, to answer your question, Kevin, it's going to go in order. So first of all, the players who earn top 5 in power rating, they're going to get the first picks. And then after that, I haven't decided how to order them, but so what we did last season was I just asked everybody in the Alliance to send me a list of their 3 favorite champs that they used in the season. So that did eliminate some people's favorite characters. But and then what I did is I kind of just mixed and matched, and I made sure that there was a fairly low number of duplicate champs. So I think the max was actually only 2 of each character. So like there were 2 guys that had Guillotine 2099, but those cards were taken from here. Let me show you. The season 18 cards were taken from actual in-game like gameplay screenshots. So there was a lot of variables that there was a lot of variation that I could use for the designs. The season 19 member cards, let me put these up next to each other actually. That might be kind of cool. The season 19 member cards are actually going to be just high-res versions of the like champ, whatever, I don't know what you want to call them, champ, like the PNG files from Marvel Wikia. Hold on, I'm trying to fit all these fucking things on here. Yeah, that kind of fits. That fits. All right. So you guys can see these are all like actual game, like character design files from the game. Like if this was your profile champ, for example, this is what it would look like. Okay, you guys want to see some more? You don't have to ask me twice. Hold on. Let me just let me upload this shit real quick. Hold on. Season 19 Emerald base. One second. All right. So here's the Emerald base card. I'll be honest with you guys. This is my least favorite card because I feel like the gold-esque font is just not quite working well. But I'm not sure what to substitute it with. You guys can see it's got a little emerald stone in there, which is pretty sweet at least. This is subject to change. The design isn't going to change, but the font color might change. I just haven't decided. See you, Marco. What is prof line ID? I can't tell you. Okay, let me show you the diamond card, which is definitely very cool. Season 19 base diamond card. That is a big ass diamond. So that's what we're gonna give out to the player that wins the power ratings title. So you guys can see that I put myself in there for design purposes or just for concept purposes, and I have 0% chance of attaining either of these. Not gonna happen. Oregon Dude said ugly ass Packers theme. I know. I know. So I'm gonna continue to work on that. I'm not really sure exactly what color would go well with it. Probably something a little bit lighter. More pastel-y maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's what those are those cards. And let's get back to some awesome arena. Troy Queen, can you read my last, please? Yes, absolutely. Give me just a second here, Troy. My fault, man. I don't want to be losing my streak on my 6-star champs. Okay. I love these. So the diamond is what Dreaming got last season, correct? Yes. Diamond is what Dreaming got last season. Troy Queen. Oh, I went for the new featured 5-star for Storm X, but instead got Red Guardian and can't awaken him at all. Well, I mean, so first of all, Red Guardian is really good. Or he's at least very good. Or I don't know what the difference is between really good and very good. He's a good champ. That would be what we call a good miss. So congrats on that at least. I know that he definitely benefits greatly from having a high signature level, but I'm not sure I don't think that it's necessarily like essential to him being good. Like I think that he's still good. I'm pretty sure that it's similar to Ghosts. Some players will say that Ghost is unusable unawakened. She's not. She's still very good unawakened. The Sick ability is just going to make it easier to play her. And I'm pretty sure that that's kind of how Red Guardian's signature ability works. I know that it'll actually affect his utility a little bit. But yeah, so I don't know. I would say that that's pretty good though. Yeah, Dreaming got quite a lot of cards last season. I think he got I don't know, 7 or 8 or something like that. We also did have he and Enzo got the solid gold cards, which I thought were super cool, and I don't know if we're gonna have anybody get something like that this season, but if they do, I haven't even designed anything like that because I don't really expect anybody to have a perfect season this season with the brand new map. But if somebody does it, then it'll be a different design than it was last season, so it'll be pretty cool. We will see. Just want to kill this guy fast. All right. I do like Mysterio quite a bit. Is Ghost converting his crit buffs to passive crit buffs after an SP3 a synergy or her inbuilt ability? Is Ghost converting crit buffs to passive crit buffs? Oh, you mean precision? I don't actually know. I'm not a Ghost expert at all. I actually think that when she phases, I don't want to misspeak here. Let's see. Precision is one of her abilities. So upon phasing, gain a precision buff passive for 6 seconds. So it's just anytime she phases. So every phase she's going to gain a passive precision, meaning that it can't be nullified or like staggered or anything like that. It guarantees the next hit's going to be critical, and then that hit consumes one of the precision passives. But yeah, it's not a synergy. It's part of her ability, and she doesn't need to be awakened for that. So her awakened ability is just strictly going to give her additional power every time an opponent misses her one of their attacks. So while she's phasing, basically. Let's fight this Black Widow in honor of TJ. And we'll use Warlock. L-A-T. Lat. Latvia. Oh, Latvia. Yeah, hi. Sorry for the spam. Hey, man. No biggie. What's up, AC? How you doing, man? Just something I do at the start of every stream. Well, the stream started 45 minutes ago, AC. So we missed you. We missed your old Latvian Tagaroni, but welcome to the stream, man. Oh man, Mary made chimichangas for dinner tonight. They are beating my stomach up a lot. All right, let's see if I can not die here. This should be pretty easy, right? Just parry heavy. I know quite a few people, including my Incursions teammate, got their ass kicked by her last season. Hopefully they learned their lesson. Oh, you say a random country when I join a stream? Oh, wow. So let me ask you this, man. First of all, I think that that's pretty cool. I don't mind at all. But because it's like 8 or 9 chat messages in a row, do you get like kicked out of streams a lot? He's talking about the buffs on light hits that turn passive with SP3. Oh, okay. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. How many 6 stars do I have? I'm not actually sure. I think it's around 90. Maybe I could be wrong too. Let's go count them. All right, 6 stars. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that right? Oh, my bad. 16, 17. Okay, so hold on. Let me just pull out a calculator. 4 times 17. Those odd numbers don't sit well with me. I have 68. Oh, fuck. Alright, I only have 68. What a loser. What a loser. Shadow Brian. Who would you rank up, Void or Red Guardian? Potential max sig. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Rank ups absolutely are always going to come down to what you need, number one, with your roster, especially to help out with content. Like Abyss of Legends, for example, I don't think Red Guardian is going to have any use in there, like literally none. However, Void has quite a bit of use in Abyss of Legends. Act 6, I presume that I'm sure that Red Guardian would have a little bit more use in Act 6 than, like, he would have some use in Act 6, but I know that Void definitely has some use in Act 6. Probably Void Man. Also, if you're running Suicides and you like to run Suicides, Void's not a good option. But then again, neither is Red Guardian. I'm pretty sure that you want to have no Suicides with Red Guardian because you're going to want to spam specials. Maybe that's incorrect. I'm not really sure, but I would. The other factor though is if you've got like a battle group that has a lot of voids, having a good unique champ with unique abilities like Red Guardian is really valuable. So who knows, man? It's a tough call. They're both. We know that Void is very, very, very good, and he's got a lot of. He's going to last a long time in this game, so I would probably go with him. But Red Guardian is also really good. What's up, PWF? How you doing, man? So what's a card design for Season 19 AC? Rewind this stream to... Hold on. Is that about 40 minutes ago? To about 8 to 10 minutes into the stream. And you will see. Trevor, what up, man? 69. Sweet. Cool number, bro. Now people are usually fine with it because I don't spam after, but Yeet was boring and timed me out. Nice. Very nice. Just got done with our incursions room, made it to zone 17. Or what the fuck am I talking about? Zone 14. Zone 17 would be unbelievable. Who's your partner again, man? I can't remember. PWF. I can't remember who your partner was. Oh, was it Steve? Or is it Steve, I guess? And how far in Zone 14 did you guys make it? Did you guys get to the boss? Delithius and I are going to be streaming our run tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. Yeah, Steve. Okay, that's Steve. We're going to be streaming that on this channel tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. And it's a 4 Loki Incursions tournament. It should be pretty sweet. I know there have been a couple teams that have gotten to Room 14, which I think is going to be really, really good. That's I think that's as far as anybody got in the Community Incursions tournament that Dreamin' and Bryn won. So definitely going to be sweet. We will see how far we get. Oh, just the minis? Okay, no problem. That's going to be good. That's going to get you on to the. Well, this is just a qualifying round, right? So you guys might get a bye from that, actually. Can Red Guardian block unblockables? If so, would he be good for the collector in Act 5.6? I believe, I'm not a Red Guardian expert, disclaimer. I believe that he can block unblockable attacks if his shield is intact. If his shield gets broken, or whatever it's called, then it has to reset before he's able to block unblockable attacks. Work said, TJ and I will go tomorrow at some point as well, since Trayman moaned about us going today. Well, sweet. Is TJ streaming that, I presume? Or I guess you don't have to stream it if you have screenshots and stuff. But let's face it. You should stream it. I think you said in chat maybe last week too, I think that you had everything kind of set up for a stream. Is that right? And there was some technical issue with streaming? Sam, what up, man? How you doing? I am doing well. I am doing. I'm pretty well. I'm probably like a solid 8 out of 10. My wife made really awesome chimichangas tonight, but they are hurting my stomach right now. Probably worth the cost or the price of the joy I got from eating them, but it is what it is. Apu, so the 4 Loki Incursions tournament, the seeding round is underway right now. So I think that there are 12 teams, which is actually pretty crazy if you think about it. That's 24 4 Loki members. But I think that there are 12 teams, and if you paid attention to the Community Incursions tournament that Super Gaming put on, that just ended last week or this past weekend, I think, or maybe Monday. I don't really remember, but there was kind of an issue with the seeding, and the team that won it ended up beating, or the team that ended up winning that whole tournament had to play like a bunch of really, really strong teams. So the seeding was kind of a mess. So DAP had a good idea to have a seeding round. So we're currently in the seeding round. So every team is going to do their deepest run, and then I believe DAP's just going to order the seeds based on the success of every team's run. And then there are going to be some teams, I can't remember how many, that they're going to get a bye. People's Champ, what up, man? Yeah, that's right. I am back. What up, Glory? How you doing, man? What do you think of the new champs this month? Troy says. I don't really know a whole lot about Sasquatch other than facing him in that little side event. And I don't know. He doesn't really look super interesting to me. He kind of looks like another man thing, but maybe less useful. I don't think he's going to be a great defender. I don't think that he's going to have anything on attack that would make him valuable. But Guardian looks fucking insane. I am pretty sure that Guardian in 2 months, 3 months, or maybe even sooner than that is going to be kind of universally regarded as one of the best champs in the game. And I kind of feel like he's gonna have kind of a similar narrative, if you will, as Warlock. So I remember when Warlock came out, people were like, "Oh, this utility looks really good, but this damage looks really bad." And I can't remember how his arenas went, but I think that his arenas were they weren't like right now. If you had a Warlock arena, he would be one of the best champs. Or have one of the highest arena scores, I think, just because he's so good. And I think that Guardian is going to be like that. He's got really, really good utility, really unique utility, and his damage potential is actually really, really good. So I think he's going to be amazing. I'm going to be grinding for him. I'm going to try my hardest to be grinding for him. I really want him. I actually bought the 5-star OG Vision deal for 1,500 units that they had a week or two ago, specifically so that I could get tech 5-star rank up resources for Guardian. So I really, really, really think that he's going to be amazing. And I think it's really cool, too, that Kabam let everybody have a 3-star version of him. And if you guys ranked him up and put a lot of SIGs into him and messed around with him, I mean, he is unbelievable. He is so good. So I think that he's the best champ that we've had in a while. I know that a lot of people like Sorcerer Supreme, and she seems to be really good too. But I think that Guardian is by far the best champ of this year, the best new champ of this year. I could be wrong, man, but I mean, at least in this case, I've been able to play around with the 3-star version, who is maxed out, and I mean, he is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So a lot of people are probably going to go for him. I know that Seaton and Lagacy both think he's crazy, and a lot of people watch those guys, so the hype should be pretty high for him. I expect his arena to be outrageous, probably like 85 or 90 million cutoff for the 5-star version. Who knows? He will be amazing. Sasquatch has Stubborn. Yeah. See, so Stubborn is really, I mean, Stubborn. I like the Stubborn tactic. I think it's pretty solid. And I do think that it's going to be used pretty frequently in Season 19. But Sasquatch, Sasquatch can be easily quaked. But he's also not very hard. Oh my fuck, I just got destroyed. He's not very hard with really any science champ. Like, I've been messing around with different science champs in the side quest, the expeditions. I used Red Hulk, Torch, obviously, Captain America, Infinity War, Quake. He's just not that good, I don't think. He's not a scary defender. 90 mil for Guardian? Oh yeah, I think so, Matt. I can't remember what the highest ever was. Wait, what? Oh, it was Silver Surfer. It was like 91 million, right? Or something stupid. I don't think it's going to be that high just because Silver Surfer's prestige was so much higher than everybody else's. But yeah, I think it's going to be like high 80s, maybe 90 million. It's going to be outrageous. AC, I shall be off now. Need to find more streamers to say countries to. Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. Rocks, what's up? Doomer Hulkbuster should do the trick. Oh, that's answering somebody else's question. Finished my first path in the Abyss. Any advice on making the next pass cost less? Pretty annoying. They go straight to SB3 after 240 hits. Yeah, with the exception of just a couple select matchups, you're not going to solo anybody in Abyss. I know that you can solo certain matchups, but it's not designed to be soloed by a large number of champs right now. I mean, if you think about Labyrinth of Legends, think about it now. Right now, you can solo a Labyrinth of Legends path with a lot of champs, but that's because the 5-star champs in this rank 2 6-stars and rank 3 6-star champs that people have now are considerably more powerful than the champs that everybody had when Labyrinth of Legends was released, which was like 4 years ago. So people had like maxed out 4-stars. And that's kind of how you have to think about Abyss. You're not going to be able to solo most fights with a maxed out 5-star unless you have a crazy matchup. I'm thinking like maxed out 6-star champs for the Abyss are going to be the equivalent of a maxed out 5-star champ. Like if you were to take in a 565 champ into Labyrinth now, you would be able to it would still be kind of difficult, but you'd be able to walk through it pretty easily with very minimal item use and stuff like that. But we're a long way off from that. So if you plan to do Abyss right now, it's just going to cost you a lot of units. There's nothing you can do about it. If you are super patient and you want to farm resources, specifically revives, you can farm revives in Act 5.3.3 and 5.3.6. And then obviously you can farm potions in Realm of Legends. If you have a lot of patience and you want to cut down the cost, then you can do that. I know some people in 4 Loki have done that, and they've been able to finish paths for between 2,000 and 3,000 units per path, which is very inexpensive. I think I averaged probably like 5 to 5,500 units per path. I had some that were lower than that, and then I had, I think, path 2, which was really difficult for me. I think I spent like 7,000 units to finish that path or something stupid. We will see. Pretty sure Guardian will get nerfed to the ground. He's not going to get nerfed, I don't think. Work said all those super ramped up vids people spam aren't remotely realistic for any actual content. Okay, so that's partly true. Obviously, those are in longer fights. But, I mean, have you used your 3-star work? Because I've been using my 3-star just to mess around with him, with and without synergies, in like the EQ, like heroic and master level EQ, and he does not have a damage issue at all. I mean, his damage is really good. It's I mean, it's obviously not top tier damage like, you know, like the crazy DPS champs like Corvus and Ghost and shit like that, but his damage overall is better than Warlock, and with the exception of a heal block mechanic, I mean, he has a lot of utility, and I think that he's as good as Warlock. But I don't think that he's going to get nerfed. Certainly not for damage. I mean, damage is really the only, I think, reason that Kabam could have, or that they could choose to actually nerf a champ. Like Hela, when she came out, she was bugged. Hey, speaking of, I swear to God, that was not intentional there. But yeah, when Hela came out, she was bugged. These little souls that she keeps, if you don't hit somebody for a while, they go away. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that's the Furies. Alright, so like when she gets a Fury, if your souls go away, those are called souls, right? Spirits. Those spirits, if they drop down to 0, then you start to lose your Furies. And when she came out initially, the spirits weren't reducing. So they were like permanent. So that means that people would build up like 25 Furies and they'd be doing like 500k damage on a medium attack. Lucas, sorry, which acts can you farm revives again? Yeah, 5.3.3 and 5.3.6. 5.3.6 is one that I used. Incredibly reliable. And, oh, for God's sake, lady. It's going to spawn either a revive or an energy refill every time you open that quest. And a lot of times you open the quest, it'll have 2 revives on one path, which is awesome. So if you open it, there's no revives and there's an energy refill, just go grab the energy refill, use the energy refill to refresh your energy, and then when you go back in the next time, it should have at least 1 revive. So when's the run? Are you talking to me, Sam? If you're talking to me about incursions, tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern, I'm going to be streaming with my incursions partner, Delithius, and we're going to see how far we can get. Oh, you're talking to Liza about her Abyss run? Yeah, gotcha. I thought Liza was just an off-season For Loki placeholder. Ryan, no way, man. Liza is a full-on member of For Loki, and she's been awesome, man. She's been great. She's been exactly what we thought she would be. Very considerate teammate, very skilled, very inquisitive, wants to learn a bunch of stuff, which is awesome. Very team-oriented. In fact, today she offered to rank up some defenders because she had expiring resources. She's a perfect culture fit. And, by the way, her prestige has gone up dramatically since she joined, which is not uncommon for people that join For Loki. They tend to pull some fun stuff and rank some fun stuff. What am I doing in this fight? Like, what the F? Okay. You're welcome, Lucas. Yeah, I have. He's super solid for short stuff, too. I was just saying that he didn't need to be nerfed. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 300 force fields. Yeah, I know. That's absolutely fucking outrageous. How long? I wonder how long it would actually take to build up 300 force fields. Like 30 minutes or 20 minutes at least. Something absolutely crazy. You have to think that it's going to take between, like, probably about 40 to 45 seconds to get to an L3, right? I guess we can test this in one of these fights, maybe. And yeah, to get that indefinite force field, you have to get, you have to build up your L3s. Yeah, I don't know. I agree, man. I mean, he seems pretty balanced. He's just really good. He's just got a really good kit. If you farm 5.3, you'll probably need to contact support to get some keys added to your account. That's a good point. That's true. Disciple Oxide, curious why there was no early access for Sasquatch Guardian. Do we even know who's this week? I believe that they released, I think that they released the champ release schedule. I think that they said that Guardian is the first champ. His arena starts this Thursday, I think. And there was no early access. That was a bummer because I wish that there was an early access. There will probably be an early access for Sasquatch, which is dumb because nobody, I think, cares about him, especially being paired with somebody as good as Guardian. But they did give us a 3-star Guardian for free, so that's, you know, at least we got to play around with the champ and decide if he's somebody we think is worth grinding for, which is, I think that's pretty good. TJ, rewind to 8 minutes into this stream, so about an hour ago. And you can see the new designs for season 19 for the cards if you wanted to see those. Should be called For Lucky, as Lags would say. Absolutely, yeah. He's had some crazy, hilarious luck since he joined. I think Karate Mike too has had outrageous luck since he joined. He got 5-star Wolverine from 5 crystals. He pulled Dr. Doom after he joined us and like had an orgasm in his video when he did that live. That was hilarious. He had like a ridiculous July 4th opening too. Just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's for the most part, it's pretty lucky. It's been pretty lucky, at least for a lot of people that have joined. 15-minute ramp ups, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's not even fun, to be honest. Like, yeah, that stuff is not fun. Just opened a 5.3.6, and there's 2 revives on one path. Yeah, I know, man. That's the thing, man. You can hit the jackpot with that. I hope Kabam release Cosmic Ghost Rider next month. Herald of Galactus. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. I do think that we're going to get him at some point this year. And I think most likely, I mean, it certainly seems like... So I have a couple theories about the whole Galactus thing. They're going to be releasing him in the game at some point. I wonder if they're going to do it next year at the end of the year. And I know that's a shit long time to wait. That's a year and a half. But last year they released Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer. Obviously this year Terrax. And then if they were to do Cosmic Ghost Rider next year, like that would only be 3 Heralds, so I guess that wouldn't work. I don't know, but I feel like they're gonna release 4 Heralds prior to releasing Galactus. And Cosmic Ghost Rider should definitely be one. I'm just not sure what their release calendar is. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is there's a lot of rumors that Apocalypse might join the game this year, and if that's the case, I mean, do you really want to use 2 of the greatest comic book villains in the same year? I mean, they used Doom last year, which made a lot of sense. They also used Annihilus, who is, certainly not as famous as Doctor Doom or those other guys, but pretty strong villain. So I don't know. I know that there's a mutant event that's happening towards the end of the year, I think in either August or September, with Professor X and obviously the Magneto buffs. And I'm pretty sure that Apocalypse is going to be a part of that narrative. And if that's the case, that's really only like 2, 3, or 4 months for Apocalypse to have his shine before Galactus would enter the game if he were to enter the game. So I don't really think that we're going to get Galactus this year. Let's hope BG gets some of your guys' luck. I hope so, man. I mean, he did get a ton of mutant T5CC from his July 4th opening, so he's almost, I think he's really, really close to being able to rank 3 Omega Red. So that's pretty lucky. Champ-wise, though, he definitely still struggles with his luck a little bit. Ronatron, what's up, man? After I joined, I pulled 6-star Omega Red 3 times in 2 weeks. That is disgusting. Nobody, not even Lizer, deserves that kind of stuff. Prakul, what's up, man? James Brown, what is up? From what you have seen, is Sasquatch a god tier or potential to be one? I don't think so. I think that he's probably going to be a decent champ, like perfectly average. I don't think that anybody's going to talk about him, use him much, or want to pull him once the novelty of being a new character wears off for him. So probably within the next month or 2, nobody's going to really care about him. But Guardian is going to be if I had to predict what Seaton's rank or tier would be, he would be beyond God tier, and he's going to be one of the better champs in the game for a long time, I think. Mutant event is September. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, I mean, at the end of that month, if at all, is when they'll release Apocalypse, and there's no way that they're going to do Apocalypse and then Galactus 2 months later. There's no way. It took them a year to release all the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. It took them a year, which I thought was a good idea. But yeah, I mean, they're not going to release both of those champs this year. There's no way. And at this point, frankly, I think kind of the narrative around this year has been mutant a little bit. You've got the integration of Apocalypse X, which is one of the Horsemen from the comics of Apocalypse, and then of course you've got the Magneto buffs. Gambit's getting buffed. I don't know if I missed anything, but yeah, I think that he's definitely coming this year. He's going to be the big guy. I just checked Truco's Twitter, and Guardian is indeed on Thursday. Yeah. Oh, that was Datamine. That wasn't. I thought that was publicly released by Kabam. I wasn't sure. All right, let's pop this little idiot. Oops. Oh my goodness. Ah! All right, he did. That is so fun. Trooper, what's up? Fred, what's up? Sup, Taters? Does Guardian need to be awakened? Haven't heard much about that. The short answer is he does not need to be awakened. However, if he is awakened, he gets a bunch of utility that I think is very, very valuable. And at max sig, which, it might not be realistic to get him to max sig right away unless you're like in a top end or buy all the deals and stuff like that. But at Sig 200 as a 5-star. He can be used with full suicides, and you can actually regenerate from willpower just because his resistances are so high. So I think it's going to be a situation where if you pull him, he's probably going to be worthy of being ranked up as high as you can get him unawakened. But if you get him awakened, it's going to help him a lot, I think. Let's go over the possible heralds. Okay, so, I mean, there are a lot of heralds in the comics. Let's pull this up real quick. All right, Heralds of Galactus. The Fallen One. I don't think that they're going to do him, probably. There's obviously Norrin Rad, the Silver Surfer. The Airwalker, I think that he actually might be one because Nova was released this year, right? Earlier this year. And the Airwalker was part of the Nova Corps. So that might make sense if they make like a, what's it called? Like a Nova-related event. Nova's not really good enough that I think that they would build an event around him, but they could tie in a new champ with him, at least. Sometimes they do that with like Guillotine 2099 and Guillotine. They might be able to do something like that. So he would be one that I would presume might come eventually. You've got Terax, of course. You've got the Destroyer. I don't know anything about the Destroyer. Oh, yeah. From the Thor comics. He was the sub-villain in the first Thor movie. And then Firelord. I don't know much about him either. It looks like he encountered Thor quite a bit. And then apparently Nova was... Is that right? Oh, so there's a second Nova, I guess, named Frankie Ray. She was an adopted daughter of Phineas T. Horton, who, if you guys aren't familiar with him, I think that he was the original Human Torch. Actually, he created the original Human Torch, which before Johnny Storm, the original Human Torch was an android. It wasn't a person. And that was in 1939. Hold on, when was this? I don't know when the actual introduction was. 1939 comic. And I believe that comic that was released, the Marvel Comics #1, is probably one of the rarest comics that you can buy if you're a collector. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. So I'm thinking Airwalker for sure, and then yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider I guess could be one of them. He's not listed on there, but I don't know. Airwalker or Nova. Okay. Yeah, Airwalker for sure seems to be... Oh, shit. There were 29 of them? Comic Vine is an amazing website, by the way. Comic Vine is really cool. Every once in a while I'll go there just to... they have like a randomizer where you can just look at like a random champ or like a random character and stuff. That's pretty sweet. Thor was a herald? Jesus, crazy. I did not know that. Hey, speaking of, actually, check this out, guys. I found this really awesome wallpaper. Hold on. Check this out. Super awesome wallpaper. Here, let me get that shit out of here. Damn it, hold on. Disc Golf Rival. I thought about streaming that just because I like it so much. Check this out, though. That's Galactus, and that's Thor with Mjolnir and Necro or black the Necros, all black the Necro sword, I think. So I didn't know what this was. I thought it was just cool art, but I guess it might be. Maybe that's when he was a herald. I don't know. That's pretty sweet. Zillium, yeah. If you want to check out the cards, go to about 8 minutes and 8 minutes into the stream, so a little over an hour ago. My bet is Firelord, Airwalker, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Well, do you think that they're going to do more than 4 heralds? I figured that they would just do 4 total heralds, and we've already seen 2 of them. But Airwalker seems to be pretty certain, I would say. Alpha Ray. Okay, we could always get 2 heralds next month. I guess. Would they do that? I guess. Yeah. I guess that's possible. That would be sweet. Look, I'm all for it. I like getting some more obscure characters for sure. And I don't know much about Airwalker or Cosmic Ghost Rider other than that they exist and they were heralds. So that would be super cool. And it has been a long time since Ghost Rider's been relevant in the game. I think he's still really, really good, but it's been a long time. So that would be pretty sweet. Zisky, what's up, man? Longtime follower of your content. Finally subbed today. Thanks for all you do for the community. Dude, thank you so much for your support and for subbing. I'm glad you like the content, man. We try, man. We try. So, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. All right. Apu Taters, do you have any video on masteries during war placement, or can you not talk about it? I recently got into a competitive war alley, was wondering. I don't have any videos about my masteries for war placement. Just for defense, I mean, typically it's not really a secret, especially in super high tier alliances. I place with no suicides, no recoil, obviously, and I also place with 5 out of 5 limber, which just makes any fight a little bit more annoying to deal with for the opponent. And then it really kind of depends on the defenders that I'm placing, where I intend to put those defenders on the map, and their interactions with the node buffs. But sometimes I'll do 9 out of 9 greater vitality, which just gives your champs, all of your champs, I think 7% additional health. Which, if you think about a fight, and you think about getting a champ down to 7% health, right? Like if you're fighting a defender and you've got them down to 7% health, there's still quite a bit of fight left, right? You can still mess up, get your ass kicked. And on the flip side, if you have 7% health left, then you know that you can still finish that fight even if it's gone poorly up to that point. So 7% is kind of a lot of health. So sometimes I'll do that depending on who I'm placing and where I'm placing them. I almost always place with 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. Now I don't always place Mystic Defenders, and for the most part, we do kind of rotate our defense a little bit since we have a lot of people with a lot of champs that are ranked up. And it's not really to confuse anybody, it's just to kind of mix things up. Specifically if we're placing with a different defensive global tactic. Like if we use Stubborn, we're going to have a different defense than if we use Flow. And we're going to have a different defense from either of those if we're using Siphon. So it really just depends. But I would say 5 out of 5 Limber, no suicides. And if you want to get tricky, then you can go 9 out of 9 Greater Vitality, Mystic Dispersion. And then one of the other ones I sometimes place with, which can be annoying, is... what's it called? It's the one where you can parry a heavy attack. I can't remember what it's called for some reason. I just can't think of it. But yeah, sometimes I'll place with that, which can be very, very annoying. Let's see here. Gambit was also a herald. I did not know that either. That's pretty cool. Wondering if I should go in on these Guardian Crystals or save until Cyber Weekend. Totally depends, man. Just keep in mind that Guardian, if you're lucky enough to pull him, and you're probably not going to, he could be, he could be one of your best champs and one of the champs that you use the most. I think he's going to be that good. But also keep in mind that with Cavalier Crystals, like Enzo in our alliance, he actually posted the video, so I don't feel bad calling him out for it. But Enzo bought 300 crystals for Doctor Doom and didn't get him once. By the way, that's $3,000. So it can go really, really badly. And then I've seen people pull a 6-star featured champ and 10 crystals. So it's just lucky. If you're free to play, my suggestion would be, if you have the roster and the time, use all of your units to grind and refresh Arena, especially if you have greater Arena boost crystals that you can open and use for that grind. And try to get to 90 million. Try to get him that way. At least you know that if you get to 90 million, there is a very high chance, like probably a 95% chance that you'll get him. If you open Cav crystals, there's going to be like a 1% chance that you get him. Devil Dog, what's up? Stand your ground. Yep, that one. You with Hitmonkey? Ouch. So I presume that you spin a lot and missed. Oh no, you're you're saying that you got him within 10 crystals. That's so gross. So gross. The most efficient I've ever done in a cav opening, and you guys are gonna laugh, and I'm embarrassed about it too, to be honest. But I got Bishop when he came out. God tier champ, I know. I got Bishop twice in 20 crystals when he came out. So that was a lot of money if you think about it. $200 for a champ that isn't good. That was a mistake. I regret it. I did, however, buy Cavalier Crystals for Doctor Doom, and I'm not going to tell you how many crystals I opened. However, I got him twice in a relatively small number of crystals, and that was totally worth it. He's an amazing champ. I use him constantly. It really just depends, man. Really just depends. Don't sleep on Nova. Kabam would do that just to mess with us. Another in a long line of duplicate or confusing names. Yeah, for sure. If they did the female Nova, yeah, that would be hilarious. Open 10, got 6-star Hitmonkey. Jesus, yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Legacy got Hitmonkey in, I guess it was 10 crystals too, but he got a 6-star Hitmonkey from the early access bundle, which is the best place to get a new champ. It's the most cost efficient with all that extra shit you get. Crystals are terrible investments. If you aren't okay with gambling, don't bother. I've had so many terrible openings. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I would not advise it for anybody, unless you have like Enzo's attitude, which is he spends money on the game because it's really fun for him, and I don't know, it's fun for him, and he's financially able to do it without it ruining his life. So it's usually, for most players, it's not a good idea to open Cavalier Crystals. If you do, try to limit yourself to like 10 or whatever you can afford, but it's pretty easy to fall into a black hole with that shit and feel like you're pot invested. If you haven't pulled them, you got to keep going now until you get them. So, can you infinitely parry with Domino and LOL with Massacre synergy? No. So, I mean, the Massacre synergy is really awesome. you're talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about stun locking the defender. Um, in terms of like the limber affecting whether or not you can parry, the answer is yes. Her synergy adds a flat 1 second duration to any debuff on the opponent, which means even if that opponent has a 100% limber, a 99% limber, they will still be stunned for 1 second. So yes, she can give you infinite parry in Labyrinth. I've never gotten a 6 star from a Cavalier. I opened some the other day and had instant regret, so I'm done with them for a while. Yeah, it's the fastest way to feel like shit about yourself when playing Marvel Contest of Champions is a very close race between dying in war and opening calf crystals. I would argue, as a person that dies in war a lot, it is way worse to open calf crystals because the value is so bad and you know going in that the odds are stacked against you. So if you still open them anyway, then not only are you going to be disappointed from not pulling the champ, but you're going to feel like an idiot because they told you out of the gate that the odds are ridiculously low that you're going to pull the champ you want. Whereas in war, even great players die. It's going to happen to every player. It doesn't really matter that much. And in war, it's an interactive fight. So you have control over the champ. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, calves are really bad. I stopped opening calves a long time ago too. And I've had my heartbreaking run-ins with Cavalier crystals. For sure. And feature Grandmaster crystals. I totally missed that, Evade. Okay. Why did they never add Infinity War Thor or Beta Ray Bill? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they didn't add Infinity War Thor because they just added a new Thor Ragnarok, the year before. That's my guess. Or wait, is that right? Yeah. Wait. I might. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, Infinity War was 2018, and Thor Ragnarok was 2017, right? I can't remember, but that's the reason. And then Beta Ray Bill, I do think that we're going to get Beta Ray Bill at some point, probably next year, because I think that he's going to be in Thor 4 Love and Thunder. I believe probably that he is going to be in that movie. We will see. So she would work for an easy path in LOL? Yes, she would, if you bring in Massacre or Massacre and Ralk. Yeah, she would work with your parries. Parry heavy is really good and easy way to play Domino, especially if you've got Massacre with you. Big damage. Now I'll take calves over war deaths. At least you know you had no control over calves. That's fair. It's really like it's the same argument for two different perspectives. When I die in war, I like to tell myself that it's okay because I tried my hardest, I prepared my best, I didn't shortcut on boost and shit like that. It's just because at that point I wasn't good enough to solo the fight. Now, as you're kind of alluding to, that's not always the case. You can play a fight really well and get screwed by RNG, and that's why I hate champs like Mojo on the boss, just with his degen and with flow and with Mystic Dispersion. I had a fight last season, earlier in the season. I didn't get hit. I probably didn't play it absolutely perfectly, but I played him really well, and I just got unlucky with his prompts, and I degened to death, and that was a really bad feeling. That felt terrible because it felt like Kabam was cheating me out of a solo. And when you die in war, at least for me, you feel like, or I feel like I should say, all the boost that I spent that war and all that stuff, it's all been wasted. It's all for nothing. And dying in war is a terrible feeling. But opening calves for me is a really bad feeling too, because it's just like, man, why am I so stupid kind of thing. And I don't like feeling like that. God, this idiot's going to regen. My goodness. Such a long fight. I went hard for stealth, no regrets, but generally I just buy one here and there. That's probably the best way to do it. It is fun to open up Cavalier crystals. It is fun. But I guess it's fun if you also think that gambling is fun, which in some cases I think that gambling is fun. So it totally just depends. How do you quit Cav crystals? Asking for a friend. I think the only way is to just get shafted so hard that you have some kind of like midlife crisis and you like hate yourself for a while, and the shame and the guilt makes you stop opening Cav crystals. That's how I stopped. It's not Carson. What's up, man? As somebody who's saved up vast amounts of units, you quit Cavs by not opening them. Easy. That's definitely a good option. Dying in War is by far the worst feeling for me, but bad Cavs are second, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those two things are going to be the top two for any player. Dying in War, man, it really does. It totally ruins me. Like, I take it way too seriously. So I totally empathize with that. It definitely sucks. Dying in War makes me question why I deserve to play. Oh, man. So every time I die in War, I think to myself, I have like a routine, basically. Every time I die in War, I think, why do I even play this game? I fucking hate this game. This is my internal monologue after I die. Why do I even play this game? I fucking hate this game. The only thing I care about in this game, truly, the only thing that I care about in this game, other than my alliance mates and that community atmosphere, is War. A lot of people don't like War. It's my favorite mode, and I like the pressure. I like the competition. Everything else in the game, like Alliance Quest, Arena, it's so mechanical. It's not engaging. It's not unique. It's repetitive. It's boring. But War is super exciting for me. I love it. And yet, every time I die in War, I think, why do I fucking play this game? Why do I like War so much when I suck so badly? Like, how can I be a BG leader and, die more than people in my battle group? Like, I'm not a good example for them. All of this shit goes through my head. And I usually shut down for the evening. A lot of times I'll just be like, I'll log out for the night, and I'll have Dreamin' handle officer duties for the rest of the night, which he loves, by the way. Yeah, it definitely hits me hard. It's very difficult to turn your brain off when you have such high expectations for yourself, even if those expectations aren't fair. Like, I am far from the best player in 4 Loki. I'm not anywhere close. So what I should think is, oh my god, I just spent 5 units refreshing the arena options. God damn it. That was totally by accident. They should move that button. They do that on purpose. Fucking tricky assholes. What was I saying? Well, I don't know, but yeah, I take War Death very, very tough. Oh, I was saying how I'm not the best player in 4 Loki. I'm nowhere near it, and my expectation should be, look, I'm gonna die this season. I might die this war. As long as I do my best, try my hardest, prepare the best that I can, read the nodes, really understand what they mean, do duels, boost appropriately. As long as I do that shit, if I do all that stuff and I still die, then it is what it is. Like, I'm as good as I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna just instantly turn into Dr. Doob or anything. Like, I'm an average player at our level. and I just have to accept that. But at the same time, I can't accept that. So when I die, I just feel like a dog shit. Oh, so you talk to Dreamin', right? After opening calves? Interesting. That's a good strategy. James, what's up, man? I open thousands of dollars worth of calves, and then I feel shame. Yeah, that's a good recipe for shame, sir. In my 6-star Nexus, I chose Red Magneto over Awakening Stealth Spidey, True Gambler. I don't think so. Personally, I think that that's the only smart decision. I really don't like Stealth Spider-Man, and I actually grinded for him. I'm pretty sure that he's the last featured champ that I grinded for. I plan to grind for Guardian. I think that he's the best champ that's come out in like at least this year. Maybe like 9 months. I don't know when Warlock came out. I think, Warlock came out in October of last year, I think. I think Guardian is the best champ since Warlock. The best new champ since Warlock, so that's almost a year. But I'll be grinding for him, but I can't remember why I was talking about that. It depends how I die in war. If I just mess up, I get mad at myself and try better round 2. If I die to random BS, then it feels super bad. Yeah, absolutely. It's so weird. So sometimes I actually feel less bad if it's not my fault because I record all my fights, and if I show people and they're like, holy shit, you just got screwed, then it's like, okay, it wasn't really on me. Maybe a better player could have salvaged the fight, but in general, it was, the cards were stacked against me, and that makes me feel better because when I feel like I screwed something up, then that's the worst feeling for me, is when it's like I just fucking blew that. Like that was all me, and I totally screwed it up. Like that kills me. Boop. How is Tater's not the top MCOC YouTube creator? This guy is so damn good. Keep up the great work. Wow. Thank you so much, man. I am very grateful for that compliment. There are YouTubers that I like better than myself. I will say that. I am flattered that you think that I should be considered one of the best, but I'm a huge fan of Brian. Cade was one of my favorites. He's sadly retired, but I watch all of Legacy's videos. I enjoy Seaton's videos. He's kind of like the I don't mean this in an offensive way at all. He's kind of like the blockbuster movie, he's kind of like a big franchise blockbuster movie version of the MCOC YouTubers. So I like him a lot. Dave is all right. Dave makes good content, super informative. Also, like the production quality in Dave's videos is just, it's beyond comparison. I don't know if he's been doing this like for all of his videos and for how long. Well, I know that he hasn't been doing this for all of his videos, but there's this new thing that I've noticed that he's been doing where he'll highlight something and it'll have like a ring on it, and it's like this fucking really beautiful looking little ring that evaporates. It's crazy. Crazy. James, times for drink. Have a great night. $5 donation. Dude, thank you so much. That's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yusafa, early exit for you, sir? Oh man. Sorry to hear that. Let me get James Eris up here on the what do we call this thing? I can't remember. We call it the Sack Man. James Eris is the Sack Man tonight. James Eris, $5 buckarooskies. James, thank you so much, man. Have a great night. Enjoy your drink, sir. You are a legend. Idolist was my fave. Dude, I loved Idolist's stuff. His stuff was like very stat-oriented, and he used math a lot and like spreadsheets and shit. And all of that stuff, as you guys probably know, is right up my alley. I love all that stuff. So, yeah. I was a huge fan of Idolist. He also had amazing like graphics and stuff with his war videos. I loved that. Super super cool. Sad that he decided to hang it up. I loathe stealth and people can't understand why. I do too, man. I do too. Um, oh man, I just don't like him. I have a 565 5-star. I got him from Arena. I awakened him. I max sigged him. I ranked him up immediately. I did all of that stuff, and now I hate him. I hate playing him. He's good in Arena because he's fast, but yeah, I'm not a fan. Okay, we're gonna do a couple AQ fights, and then we're gonna call it a stream. I've been going for an hour and 45 minutes. I usually try to keep it to 90 minutes, so this should end in about 5 minutes here. But I am on this path, One Eye Open, and Resistor, so it's really good for Dr. Voodoo. Let's use Dr. Voodoo here. Not fast. What's up, man? Oh, for Christ's sake, dude. All right, this should do it. Oh yeah, baby. Gaisa. Woo! Tim Buckarooskies from Brandon Accord. Love that you are a true fan of the game and admire other creators as I do also. Dude, thank you so much. My wife is going to be very excited about your guys' generosity. All right, here's what we're going to do. I got to leave my man James up there because he's a true legend. But Brandon, you are going to the front because you, sir, are also a true legend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I got to keep streaming a little bit so you can get your money's worth. So you just bought us an extra 5 minutes. Apologies to everybody else in the stream that was looking forward to me cutting it short. Idolist was definitely one of my favorites too. Dude, loved Idolist. Loved him. So good. Such good stuff. Rip $60. Oof, you softened. That could have bought you 6 calves. That's why this game is so much fun. I love stealthy. We all have our favorites and specialties. Yeah, absolutely, Red Dog. Everybody likes different champs for the most part. There are a lot of champs that overlap, and that sometimes that gets annoying. Like everybody's got a Dr. Doom now, but he's so fucking cool, and he's so good. But okay, I really do have to focus for this fight because there is a high likelihood that I will get my ass ripped if this guy is passive at all. So, and I'm also, I'm actually low on items. There he goes, he's passive. Oh man, I'm in trouble. Oh man, this fight. God, I'm doing no damage because of the physical resistance. Oh shit. I'm usually not super nervous about this fight, but I am super nervous about this one because I used so many items in Section 1 today, unfortunately. Alright, we need to bait this L2 out. Oh boy. We might be in trouble. Alright, gotta throw. Ooh, baby! Whew. All right. That's really like that's probably the hardest fight I have in Alliance Quest. So I'm through that. That's good. I should be okay at this point. But I got my ass kicked by Hulkbuster in Section 1 with a shotgun acid wash. So 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Clown and I are making our run. Oh, very nice. I'm going. Delithius and I are going at 8:30. Oh, Sorcerer Supreme. She's really good. I don't have Doom. Don't need him. I have my Morningstar. She is beautiful. Morningstar is really, really good. Absolutely, she's awesome. I'll get with TJ and we can plan around. Oh yeah, cool. All right. All right. Last two fights here, and we'll maybe try to milk out a couple more minutes for Brandon from Brandon's donation, and then we will cut it short, or I guess just cut it. Look at all that damage from Namor. Big sexy Namor. Sig 194 Namor. Yusafa's got a rank 3 Namor. So good. Such an awesome champ. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I actually might be screwed here. What an idiot. Oh yeah, she's just beating my ass. Oh my goodness. Alright, I gotta force close this, fellers. Awesome. Awesome! I take Acid Wash in Section 1, Stun Immunity in Section 2, and One Eye Open in Section 3. Looks like you take the same paths. Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. I can't believe I was just doting on Namor. I had the fight completely under control, and like a complete idiot, I pushed her to an L3 and mistimed my L2. That's because I was reading chat, unfortunately. That happens. That's why you should not stream. Alright, but I should be able to heal this guy up quite a bit from willpower. Hopefully. I don't know about quite a bit. That might have been an overstatement. Let's see if I can make the same mistake again. Okay, wow. He is blaming us for his Scrubs play, pretty much. No, I'm blaming myself, man. I do that all the time. I'll be like in the middle of a fight, I'm talking shit about this defender, like, oh yeah, I'm just totally kicking this guy's ass, I'm so awesome, and then I'll look at chat while I'm fighting, and then I'll screw up some timing or something like that. Pretty dumb. Are we sending the timestamp to Mr. Dapp? Yes. Oh, I think you're asking maybe somebody else. You should. Alright, we're going to use Ghost here. She might die. That would be okay. There he goes. There we go. I get screwed up. I'm not a great Ghost player at all, obviously. I get screwed up a lot when they don't like immediately rush in. Like if they're not aggressive. If they're super aggressive, I got the timing down with Ghost. It's all great. The problem with this path for me and Ghost is it's One Eye Open, so I can't just parry stun them and then attack them. And I suck with her, man. I don't know what to tell you. Samuel, what's up? All right. Thank you, sir, for the very kind donation. Let's add your name up there. Just got a couple more minutes of stream time, but we will add your name up there. I think we're going to have to go down to the next line here. Samuel. Thank you so much, man. Does that fit? Is that fitting? Yeah, that, I mean, it doesn't look fantastic on the screen, but that'll do. That'll do. All right, let's go in with Namor, and let's see how badly I can screw this up. He is taking absolutely crazy damage from himself, which is awesome. All right, got to back off here. I want to bait this L1. All right, let's go. All right, activate Imperious Rex. We can finish this fight. They get like that when you do one-hit combos with her. If you do even two-hit combos, they're usually more aggressive. Oh, okay, nice. Awesome tip. I will practice that tomorrow since she is deceased currently. But that's good feedback. Obviously I was doing the one-hit combos because of Resistor. Every time I hit them, they get that physical resistance, and it reduces the damage that they take by 20%. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, but yeah, I'll try two-hit combos tomorrow. Tomorrow is, wait, hold on. Tomorrow's day 5. Yeah, tomorrow's day 5. Okay. That's your experience? Okay, cool. I'll definitely try it. Anything will help. Anything will help. Okay, we're going to go another 3 minutes so we can make it an even 2-hour stream, which is crazy to me. It is 10:30. And then we'll say good night. Let's get in here and do a little bit of this. Maybe we can use Guardian in here. That would be cool. We can do one Guardian fight. Oh, that's kind of cool. Perfect black chance. Let's roll with it. Glad I could catch the end of your stream. Have a great night. Yeah, see you, dude. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate the generosity. All right, so let's play around with Guardian for a couple minutes here. This will probably be his only fight. It might be his last fight. But if I have 2 force field charges, then I can consume those to get a 20% power drain if I need it, which is cool. Let's try to bait this out. And that's a nope. Let's throw this. That taunt, if you guys can see, working pretty well with his power gain phase. Ah! All right, hold on. All right, let's get to an L2 so we can milk this man. Oh, Jesus, that is disgusting. Guardian is so good, guys. He is so good. Let's do this fight too, just because he's got class advantage, and then I'm done. What does Heavy do again? Nothing. Oh, it might do something if you have force field charges. Okay, so like he's gonna get force field charges naturally, which is that that timer in the top left, and then you can also throw your L1 to gain force field charges. You get 3 of them. It also inflicts a taunt, which is such an awesome utility. Let's throw another L1 here. I'm dying from recoil, but it's fine. He throws his L1. This guy's playing super passively too. Alright, and we've got 8 force field charges, and we're just going to nuke him with shock. Very cool champ. A very cool champ. Alright. That'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And to Brandon, James, and Samuel, thank you guys so much for generously donating your money to me. That is very, very cool. And I'm really grateful. So thank you guys so much. Leave a comment in the comment section if you guys watch this on Rewind and you have some thoughts about the cards. Let me know. They might not be final. At least the base sets might not be final, or the like the emerald and the diamond. Maybe I might make adjustments to those. Let me know what your thoughts are, and that'll do it. So thank you guys. Have a great night. I will catch you guys tomorrow night at 8:30. I will be streaming in Incursions, with my alliance mate Delithius for the 4 Loki Incursions tournament seeding round. Again, that's at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow night. So if you guys want to check that out, check it out. That would be great.